my last little segment part there go on 3? Yeah. After Duncan, and when it comes back to me?
You were going to start on a 2-shot, and then it's you on camera 3.
Okay.
Yep, after my line.
Yep.
Okay. Can you stand over there, Duncan? To just...
Wait, what?
Forget it.
From the CSB Studios, Connecticut School of Broadcasting presents Brand Spanking News with Ashley Cooney and Duncan McPherson.
Good evening, Connecticut. You're watching Brand Spanking News, and I'm Ashley Cooney.
And I'm Duncan McPherson. From the local ski slopes to shoreline police departments, we'll go all across Connecticut to bring you the news you need to know.
And whether you're going to the free ice skating for the public in Hartford or to the Essex Holiday Train exhibit, you're probably going to need gas. With an update on gas prices, here's Cam Gaudette in Canton.
Here in Canton, a regular gallon of gas is $2.59. That's great news for travelers.
With the national average price of gas dropping 80 cents in the last 90 days, gas prices are the lowest we've seen this year. Canton residents weighing with their thoughts on why prices are so low.
It's supply and demand, so there's more supply now and less demand. We have more fuel-efficient cars, and we're using less oil for a lot of things. Some other sources are replacing oil, so that's why we have too much supply.
Even with prices so low, drivers say they're still willing to head to neighboring states for even better deals.
It's not bad. Like you say, go up to Mass, it's probably $2.40, so you save a little bit of money, but it's not bad. A lot better than $3 a gallon.
Another factor driving prices so low this time of year is many motorists stop hitting the road, so the overall demand drops.
Certainly, $2, the range that it's in now, is very reasonable, but when you think about the value it provides, even the prices a year ago were very reasonable. I mean, when you think about what other people pay for a gallon of gas, and there's a big portion of what is paid for gas is taxes. So, to fix the roads and do things like that, that's all in the price of a gallon of gas.
According to USA Today, lower prices are normal in the fall. This is due to gas stations switching to the cheaper winter blended gas, which evaporates at a lower temperature, allowing proper engine performance.
In Canton, I'm Cameron Gaudette, reporting for Brand Spanking News.
You know, in 1964, gasoline only cost $0.25 a gallon. Can you believe that?
No, actually, that's pretty amazing. Well, it's good to see gas prices are a bit more affordable these days. Maybe I'll take a road trip.
Road trips are a great way to see the countryside. But you know what? So are train rides.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. The Holiday Train Show in Essex is a display that's brought families in for 25 years. It's full of surprises, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, there's still time. Chris Doherty has the story.
The Connecticut River Museum in Essex is home to many exhibits, but starting in December, the third floor becomes a holiday train show.
Every year it's here for 3 months.
For 25 years, Steve Cryan, an accomplished artist and train operator, has made this exhibit, and it's one that's been enjoyed by many.
We have all kinds of people coming here. It's one of the most popular exhibits in the state, and because we've been doing it so long. Yeah.
Visitors of all ages enjoy taking their time walking around the fully operational 26-foot model train set.
And there's a kid interactive train set over on the left-hand side over there, and we have an I Spy list so the kids can find different things, and as they're looking for things, they find more stuff.
Not all of them were located, and the search continues for a friendly blue tank engine.
The late 40s, early 50s, into the 60s, when I was growing up. There's a lot of last generation steam engines and first generation diesels.
Gift from the past, given for the future, to remember that things are changing as fast as the trains that are currently on display. Steve Cryan is helping spread his knowledge and experience in the effort to inform as well as entertain. For Brand Spanking News, I'm Chris Doherty.
You gotta love the details in that model train setup. That was pretty great.
Yeah, I bet kids love that exhibit.
For some more fun activities for kids, Gabriel Humphrey is giving us a peek at the skiing scene in Connecticut. He's in New Hartford at Ski Sundown.
Winter is here in Connecticut, and even colder weather is approaching. With low temperatures outside, being active and enjoying the weather is not a problem here at Ski Sundown in New Hartford. Marketing Director Lori Shields says that they have a lot to offer.
We have 16 trails, 15 of them are lighted for night skiing, which is really fun. I encourage everybody to give night skiing a try. We have probably 200 ski instructors who are putting out a lot of lessons.
With winter seeming to start later every year, you may think that it has an effect on the slopes. Lori says that's not the case.
We're in southern New England. We can't wait for Mother Nature to deliver, so we have a really effective snowmaking team. They know exactly when to turn the guns on.
And even if it gets colder than that, Shields says that it is still a good time to hit the slopes. You just have to be prepared.
Have a little bit of a battle with the meteorologists. They may toss a comment out there like, it's too cold to be outside today, or don't let your pets out. And really, it's all what you wear. We've got great technology in the ski clothing, and if you're moving, you can be out here in 20s or 0-degree weather, and if you're moving, you're fine.
Ski Sundown welcomes people from all over. Instructor Blake Anderson says there is a lot of satisfaction teaching others how to ski or snowboard.
As long as someone's smiling and they enjoyed their day, that's a victory to me. And that's why I come back year after year.
Anderson says for first-timers, it may be intimidating to try this sport, but after a few runs, it's something most keep coming back to. For Brand Spanking News, this is Gabriel Humphrey.
Coming up next, an update on the Waterbury Mixmaster Highway construction.
Also, details of how a local mixed martial arts school is having a positive impact on their community.
Brand Spanking News will be right back.
Missing Game of Thrones? Then join the 5-star rated Game of Microphones podcast as we rewatch the entire series from episode 1. It's the perfect way to get prepared for the final season and enhance your show watching experience. Tune in as Sir Duncan and Lady Rachel analyze each episode in depth, breaking down all the intrigue, juicy details, and hidden gems you may not have noticed before, and analyzing all the important themes and foreshadowing woven throughout the story. Available everywhere you get podcasts and at gameofmicrophones.com.
Introducing the iPhone X. Innovation that excites and stimulates your senses. With this phone, you can always hear me now.
What?
You can always hear me now.
What?
You can always hear me now.
What?
You can always hear me now.
Yeah!
All that you'll think to yourself is, wow, I'm loving it. Don't even question whether you should buy this phone. Just do it.
Okay!
It's the best a man can get. Built tough. So easy to use, a caveman can do it. iPhone. Because you're worth it.
Yeah!
Pampers Swaddlers, our most premium protection. Gently wraps your baby in blanket-like softness. With soft, stretchy sides helping the diaper stay in place with every move. And a wetness indicator that lets you know when your baby may need changing. Making playtime semi-clean, but perfect for standing still or moving around. Pampers, the #1 choice for hospitals, nurses, and parents.
Traveling through Waterbury is a lot easier with the widening of I-84, but not so fast. Another project is underway. Here's Kevin Smith in Waterbury with the details.
More construction underway in Waterbury, a statement that a resident or anyone that travels through the Brass City does not want to hear.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to work because
It was fine because I was looking through there, so I
leaving
thought
my house to get to work.
It's been 3 years since the start of the I-84 widening project began, and as it's coming to an end, the Mixmaster, which is about a mile away, has begun. Chicago-based Walsh Construction was awarded close to $153 million to rehab the crumbling bridges that connect Route 8 and I-84. The deck on Route 8 needs to be completely replaced. The project will add another 25 years of life to the Mixmaster, which will allow time to plan a permanent replacement. According to the DOT website, a temporary bypass will be built with 3 temporary bridges to carry Route 8 northbound travelers through the interchange. Riverside Street will no longer be a one-way, and exit 32 on the westbound side of I-84 will be closed to local traffic. The DOT district engineer said the work will be done overnight between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m., which shouldn't cause too much congestion to the interchange.
The I-84 widening project is a year ahead of schedule, and with most construction for the Mixmaster planned to be done overnight, hopefully there won't be too much trouble traveling through the city. This is Kevin Smith, live from Waterbury.
A local family is making a positive impact on their community. It's all happening out of a martial arts school. Chris Buckus is in Waterbury at Practical Self-Defense Training Center.
Here at the Practical Self-Defense Training Center in Waterbury, owner and lead instructor Ron Kozakowski teaches a variety of martial arts styles. From the integrated grappling systems used mostly in his MMA program to several Filipino combat styles, his goal is to promote health and well-being to his students.
I like the fact that when students come here, they're able to get in good physical condition. I am big into health.
Kozakowski says his program helps keep kids off the street. He's gone as far as inviting some of his at-risk students into his home as a way to better influence their life choices.
I feel this has influence and keep people away from the bad stuff that's on the street. I got out of it by being in martial arts, so I feel, this will help them the same way.
While creating a sense of family at his school, Kozakowski's influence has reached his own home, with his son Jesse recently making his pro MMA debut last January.
I've really been training basically my whole life.
Jesse says he owes his current undefeated status to the serious commitment he has to his goals, as well as the full support from his father.
I haven't had anything, handed to me. I had to earn all my victories, so I just want to be the best of the best. Have a legacy, carry on, get rich, provide for my family.
We're just so involved together in this. We do everything. We watch the fights together. We do the fights together. I'm his coach, his referee, his manager, his everything, his agent.
I always stay ready. I don't have to get ready. I'm always ready.
Jesse's next fight is set for February 16th at Mohegan Sun. For Brand Spanking News, I'm Chris Buckus.
For more information on the school, visit the website at psdtc.com.
Heading to the shoreline, in New London County, some town and city officials are hoping to save money and create a better police response with a new agreement.
3 shoreline towns are combining forces to improve their police operations. In what's being described as an interlocal agreement, East Lyme, Waterford, and New London are planning to share police services, including arrest powers, across city and town lines. East Lyme police say they're confident this interlocal agreement will enable all 3 to better combat crime and improve emergency response time.
It allows the 3 communities to really function with task force and other regional assets, be it a narcotics task force, accident reconstruction team, to utilize talents of different agencies.
I think there is an issue with too many drugs in town here.
Since most drug arrests start with following cars and police had previously been restricted by town lines, officers were limited in their capabilities. New London Mayor Michael Passero says this is about to change with the new agreement.
It allows the police officers to act completely outside of their jurisdiction in one of the other towns. So an East Lyme police officer has the powers of arrest and all his other police powers within New London, Waterford, and vice versa.
I think that's a good idea if you can get services quicker to those in need, yeah.
Yeah, I think more of a cooperative approach is both economical and better for the people.
After months of negotiating, now the departments are preparing to put their new plan into action.
Now it's a working process to operationally put things together.
East Lyme and Waterford have already signed the agreement, and Mayor Passero has been authorized to sign as well, at which point
it'll go into effect immediately, yeah.
Officials say with this new agreement, residents can look forward to both increased safety and decreased costs in the near future.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, stick around. We'll be right back with some fun ideas for the family. Stay tuned for Brand Spanking News.
6 years ago, we almost lost man's greatest creation, the Twinkie. Never feel that threat again with the all-new Twinkie Maker. Getting your hands on Twinkies has never been easier. With the capability to make up to 6 Twinkies in little to no time, this machine does nothing but produce deliciousness. That's good. But you don't have to make just Twinkies. You can throw in cupcakes, brownies, cakes, muffins, and cornbread. The hostess with the mostest.
Can't find that active rock format on your FM dial? There's a new way to get your rock. iRock Radio. Head to the Google Play or iPhone App Store to download the app. Interact with the iRock Radio Show on social media to learn more about concert events and how to win tickets. iRock Radio. Listen on your desktop or download from Google Play or iTunes App Store. iRock Radio, the world headquarters of rock.
Forget your broom, Swiffer Sweeper Wet is the best way to clean your floors. It traps all dirt,
dust, and allergens, eliminating 99.9% of bacteria on your floors or any surface, whether it's tile or hardwood. And it's great for those hard-to-reach places. Swiffer Sweeper Wet. Clean your floors swiftly. Available in the household section at your local retailer.
If it's too cold to be outside, we've got you covered. Every holiday season, Mr. Gilbert's Railroad makes its return to Hamden. It's a tradition that began more than 60 years ago and is still going strong. Here's Gerson Aguirre.
Inside the Eli Whitney Museum, their holiday exhibition is all about toys and trains, and all of it is part of A.C. Gilbert's legacy. Gilbert's company, based in New Haven, was worth millions of dollars at one time. Walter Kowrlich, who works at the museum, says the business owner had a life filled with accomplishments that are remembered to this day.
You know, we went to Yale, was a physician, graduated as an MD, won a gold medal in the Olympics, the 1908 Olympics, and his company made all of the toys that are in the cabinets out there, including American flying trains.
The Eli Whitney Museum tells the rise and fall of the businessman. Historians say Gilbert started his company in 1909, selling magic sets, and decades later it began building model trains. Kowrlich says Gilbert's own experience impacted the company.
Gilbert worked the trains, did magic tricks on the trains between New York and New Haven. He paid his way through college doing some of these magic tricks. That was his first love.
Kowrlich says Gilbert was well aware of the importance of railroading when it came to the future of the country.
If you know anything about history, the Civil War was fought around railroad. So he was very entrepreneurial. He managed to take a toy that was people played with, which they could then use and learn lots of things.
But the company that Gilbert created barely outlived him. Historians say shortly after his death, the A.C. Gilbert Company went out of business. If you would like to know more about Gilbert and the museum, you can go to www.eliwhitney.org. For brand spanking news, I'm Gerson Aguirre.
With the museum displaying his accomplishments every winter holiday season, Mr. Gilbert's legacy lives on.
And if you're looking for something to do outside that won't drain your wallet, we've got just the thing.
Families from all over are coming to Winterfest in Hartford, where they have the chance to enjoy ice skating over the past couple of weeks.
Every day feels like a holiday here at Bushnell Park's Winterfest. For 9 years and counting, Winterfest has been open for 45 days, bringing joy to families across the state. There are several different activities for people of all ages to enjoy. However, ice skating is the main attraction. Forget your wallets at home because thanks to some generous local sponsors, everything is free.
We work with a lot of partnerships and a lot of sponsorships, and our sponsors are fantastic. Our corporations, local foundations, we raise over $250,000 to make sure that we have the ice rink and then also Santa's Workshop for Winterfest.
Don't worry about not having ice skates because it is all provided to you at no cost. Not having the stress of money get in the way makes it easy for family and friends to come together and have a good time. There's nothing like laughter to warm your heart after hitting the cold ice.
I enjoy being able to ice skate with my family. It's a fun tradition that we've had every year.
Winter is normally a time when traditional activities are forced inside, but Winterfest gives you another option. This is something that everyone of all backgrounds can experience and no one feels out of place.
I think the best part about Winterfest is when you see all the people, young, old, a very diverse population, really come together and enjoy everything that Hartford has to offer right here in Bushnell Park.
Haven't gotten to experience Winterfest yet? Well, not to worry, because this is something that will make your holidays holly and jolly year after year.
Winterfest is open until January 6th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. There's also a game room and Santa's Workshop if ice skating isn't for you.
That's it for today's news. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow. I'm like, geez. My eyes are getting teary. I wasn't blinking. I'm like, thanks. We did it.
Hey!
Good job.
Hey! I thought you... Hey! I don't know. Hey! I thought you're not doing my donut! Jeez, man, you need a Snickers. Better?
Better.
Okay.
Worthless, nothing, hate, worthless, shame, evil, shame, vile, nothing, hate, shame, nothing, hopeless, worthless, nothing, worthless, disgust, hate, shame, evil, nothing.